The reasons for me to make Why Do I Like Black Girls series is to uplift black women so they know that they're loved, that they're appreciated. Because so many times in society nowadays, black women are overlooked. The most powerful women that I've ever met in my life have been black women. Now, I'm not saying that to hurt any other type of race. See, I'm white. I love all types of races. I personally feel that everyone in this world is beautiful. That humans are humans. We all have emotions. We all have love. We all make mistakes. We all just do things that we regret. We all do things that are beautiful. So I know that humans are humans, but to me, my preference is I love black women because they go through things on a normal day that most people do not go through, that most white women do not go through, and have to deal with so much grief on a normal basis. Now, I'm not saying that because I know, because I'm not a black woman. It doesn't matter if they're light skinned, brown skinned, dark skinned. I just feel like they are more independent. They're more powerful. They're easier to get along with, have a conversation with. That's my preference. I get messages every day on my Instagram and my Twitter and Facebook that say, thank you, Jacob, for doing this because I feel appreciated. Not enough people in the world are showing me love. They're not showing me that gratitude that I am here, that I'm human because of color. Now, in my previous videos, I've stated why. I've stated what my attraction consists of. Because they are independent natured. They understand the reality of struggle. And they understand that that struggle is only fuel to keep improving. Now, if the world doesn't allow them to improve and show that they're beautiful, then there's something wrong. And that's why I'm showing that appreciation, because I am speaking for the world. We need to show appreciation to black women. We need to make them understand that they are loved. I've been passionate about this for years now. I started dating interracially whenever I was young. It was beautiful because I stepped out of my normal white American box. I loved the fact that I could learn from a different culture while being in a relationship. It's not that I was never attracted to white women or Asian women or Hispanic women, because you could fall in love with just about anyone for their personality. But my preference was black women because of those characteristics. Now, whenever you come to the conclusion that you're not attracted to your own race, it becomes hard. It becomes hard because society still to this day will not allow you to like someone of another race without questioning you. Oh, why don't you like your own race? Are you racist to your own race? No, I'm not racist to my own race. I love everyone. I'm just not attracted to you. Society has a bad point of view on that. Society makes you the malicious person because you're not attracted to them. They have to get defensive, you see? So say if I'm dating a black woman, right? And I'm walking into a grocery store. Just a grocery store to get some groceries. And three white citizens of society look at me and my girlfriend with this graceful look. I hear these little talks under their breath. I hear them saying, oh, look at them. Like as if we're a novelty of some sort. Like as if we should be stared at because we're not of the norm. That literally pisses me off. That makes me more consumed with anger than anything whenever I cannot be looked at as a normal human being whenever I'm with someone that is a normal human being. Now, I myself, I love competition. To be able to have an adventure and waking up that day not knowing if I'm going to do this or that, but then finding out, through an adventure that something beautiful came out of not knowing. So whenever I'm in a relationship with someone of another race, I love getting that thrill, that attention of knowing that I'm not normal, because it makes me thrive to change the world even more. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think it would be okay to stare at someone because they have a mental disorder? Or some little child is autistic and they don't walk right, or they don't think right, or they don't speak right, and you look at them and you stare at them. Do you think that's okay? Do you think that immediately judging them whenever they walk by, and you could just stare at them and think, oh, that person's not normal, I'm just going to keep staring at them? No, you don't. You don't stare at them. And when you do, you're looked at as less than because you're staring at them. Why would you look at a black and white couple and stare at them then? As if they're not normal. And why would you automatically judge them and stereotype them and say that they're not okay to be together because they're of a different color? Why is that acceptable still in this world? It's because of all these one-side activists in this world. These one-sided activists. These only Black Lives Matter. These only all lives matter. These only white lives matter. It's so distracting that is taking away the beauty of what we are. We're humans, we're the same, we're equal, we bleed the same color. We bleed the same color that means something. We are all connected that way, okay? We were all united by blood. We are all united by blood, not color. So if you cannot look past color, then look at the color of our blood and understand that we are all the same. We just have different color of skin. I'm tired of it. Black women need to be loved. They need to be accepted and understood because they are powerful, they're independent, and they deserve it. They do not deserve to be hated on or to be looked at as less than of any sort. In fact, I believe they should be uplifted more so than anyone else. Now, for me to say that as a white man, it's different. I never was able to live in a black person's shoes. I never was able to go out to society and understand the difficulties of what it's like. But I've surrounded myself with my friends who are black. I've surrounded myself with past girlfriends and family members who are black. And I've watched the effects that happens to them when they go into society. I've watched videos numerous amount of times of police officers and brutalities and stereotypes, and it just pisses me off. I do not know why we're still living in this century and we don't understand that every human is equal. It doesn't matter what your ancestors did. It doesn't matter what your ancestors went through. Yeah, don't forget. Don't forget what happened to them. But don't allow yourself to be consumed by the past. Get over it. Let's all understand each other. Let's all become one because that's what we were meant to be. Now, if we keep going down this path, we're going to destroy ourselves. We do not need to destroy ourselves because of selfish accusations, because of selfish stereotypes, because of selfish nature. Yeah, human nature is selfish, and not all of racism is going to change overnight or even ever, but we can tame racism. This video, I hope, will get shared and understood by tons of people that will see that racism affects everyone, including myself, including the people that message me, contact me constantly, saying, I want it to change, how do I do it? They say, I want it to change, how do I do it? I don't have all the answers, but I can tell you this. It will change if you look at the human race as equals, instead of a one-sided activist mindset. But the fact of the matter is, until Black Lives Matter becomes reality, until it becomes the most trending topic for ages and people feed into it, understand it, and not try to conflict it, the world cannot become equal because Black lives has to matter. Supporting all lives matter does not do anything. Yeah, white people have to understand this because I'm white too. I've been through it. I live in a southern conservative state. I understand this more than anyone. White people are privileged. They're very privileged. We're able to wake up and go wherever we want without being judged immediately. That is sad because I don't want to be privileged. I don't want to be privileged if other people have to go through the shit that they go through every day. It saddens me inside. I've had to educate myself every day on what goes on in the world because I'm tired of it. And I promise you I will not stop until I get a change in the world, at least a little bit. And it starts with parenting. Teach your kids that Black women matter. Teach your kids that Black lives matter whenever they are young. I promise you this, that Black women are unappreciated. And I want to be the first one to tell you this, that you're appreciated. All shades of Black women, every Black woman out there in the world right now, I freaking love you. I freaking love you so much. And people say, oh, he's fetishizing, whatever, all this nonsense. If you put me in that category, then you're not understanding what I'm trying to say. That I love Black women because they deserve the love. They deserve it. And I will not stop until they understand that they're loved continuously every day they wake up knowing they're beautiful no matter what.